everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a what sold fast during the month of March. These are all going to be items that sold quickly right after listing them on Poshmark. And if you haven't seen any of these videos, I am a sustainable clothing marketer. At least that's what I've termed myself on my LinkedIn profile. I sell used clothing on the Poshmark app, but I love taking used clothing and giving it new life. And these are all items that sold right after listing them on Poshmark this month. So let's just get right into the trends, shall we? One clothing item that I just can't get enough of right now is vintage denim jackets, and I'm talking about like 1980s style where it's kind of like a light wash jacket. This is one of the items that sold quickly right after listing it. It's like a brand that is just extremely vintage. It wasn't anything like an expensive brand. It was the brand Bill Bass, I think it was. And everything I love about this jacket is the wash and just the build. It's a size small but really oversized. I like it when it's kind of big and loose up top and then it kind of tapers down into the waist. I think that is such an amazing vintage style, and this one sold right away. This next item is the brand Eliza J, which is sold at places like Nordstrom. They sell a lot of dresses, and this was a very dressy piece. It was like a crop top, but it had like the multi-directional sequin pattern going on front and back, where in one direction it'll be one color and then you can swipe your hand over it and the other direction will be a different color of sequin. Just a really cool style that's kind of been trending over the past year on different things like pillows and slippers and pretty much everything. But this was a really cool crop top. I can see so many different uses for this type of a crop top, but this brand and the quality and the style of this was just so beautiful, and it sold right away. Here we have another vintage denim piece. This is from Gap. When I listed this on my Instagram showing this dress, I had a couple different people say they remember wearing this same exact dress in high school and how good they felt wearing it was just like off the charts. And this is such a vintage style. I love the buttons down the front and the length, and the denim wash I think is just so beautiful, as well as the neckline. And this sold right away after a lot of interest in it right after listing it. This was a top from Joie. This was 100% silk. All of their pieces are so beautiful and really good quality. They do a lot of 100% silk pieces, and I love the style of this one. It's floral, so perfect for spring, and it also had kind of like a pleat front detail on it, which is a really trendy little detail right now for spring. Here is a brand that soon will be collaborating with Target on one of their lines. Somehow Target works with different brands and has like a line kind of like they did last year for Hunter. This brand is the brand Vineyard Vines, and I love Vineyard Vines. It's such a a coastal type of a brand, and this was a Vineyard Vines hoodie. This next pair of shorts is from the brand Athleta, which I always love picking up, especially when it is just a basic black piece. Something about these shorts was just so practical because they're stretch fit and they're like that wicking material, so they'd be perfect for a lot of different sports. Anyways, moving on to another pair of black shorts. These are black denim vintage Guess shorts, and what I love about these is that they have that little triangle Guess on the back, which is just so reminiscent of the 80s. I've seen so many old movies where the women in the movie are wearing these old, well, they weren't old for the time, but they were jeans with that little Guess logo on the back pocket. And I think that style is really trendy right now. This next brand was a brand new to me. It was a brand called Hawk, and you might remember this from one of my most recent hauls. I think it was my most recent haul. I was surprised to see how quickly this sold. It was a really nice basic style, and the brand is pretty expensive online. I just didn't know it would sell so quickly. It's definitely a brand that has really basic pieces and really beautiful quality items as well. Moving on to these Free People Pinstripe Pants. These are just such a look. I think they're so cozy and comfortable. They were super lightweight, so perfect for summer, and they were a great brand, Free People, which I love, and the style is pretty cute too. So Not surprised they sold so fast. Next is a sweater, which I see sweaters sell all the time, all year round, especially in like the August, September timeframe. But this is a sweater from a brand that I love called Madewell. Their sweaters are always made well, usually they are. I usually see this brand sell pretty quickly, especially if it is a sweater. This next piece is actually a replica of the same exact shirt that I'm wearing, only this one was gray, the one that I have is black. I love the style on this one. I posted this to my Instagram saying that I would be listing it soon, and I know there was a little bit of interest in this shirt when I posted it just because it is really, really unique. This one didn't have a name brand or a materials tag. There was no tag at all in it, so I don't know the brand name. This one sold just based on the style, and usually I see 1 or 2 pieces every month that sell pretty quickly, usually just like 1 piece a month that sells pretty quickly based on the style alone without a brand or a materials tag. The next 2 pieces are Athleta. This is a sweater. I've had this same exact sweater before, and I found it again and listed it in my Poshmark closet. And then this next one is a Pullover Half Set from Athleta. I love the style on this. I love any type of a compression half zip pullover. I love these personally, and I know a lot of other people do as well. And they're just really nice, lightweight tops to wear running or just out and about. And this one had a really cute print on it, so I'm not surprised that it sold so fast. This next item is a men's item, which is a surprise because I don't see men's items sell so quickly typically, and especially with this brand name. The brand name was Abercrombie & Fitch, and this was a really nice color. The next item is a kids item. This is the brand Ivivva, which I love picking up Ivivva, and in fact their sizes like 12 through 16 could fit women's sizes probably 0 through 6. So maybe that's who also could be buying these items, since Ivivva is a Lululemon brand. I know some smaller women also go into Ivivva to look for certain items to wear. This is an Ivivva size 12 girls pullover jacket. Usually I see Ivivva sell pretty quickly, just like I see Lululemon selling pretty quickly. Speaking of Lululemon, I can guess what you're thinking, although I really don't know what you're thinking, but I can guess. My guess is that you're thinking, like, Leah, why haven't you mentioned Lululemon yet? Well, that is because I am saving Lululemon for the end, and I had a bunch of Lululemon items sell so quickly this month, mostly because I found a lot of Lululemon this month and I saw it sell really quickly. Now, with Lululemon items, I typically like to buy things that aren't tank tops. So I might buy tank tops. I like the Swiftly tank tops and maybe some of the others that might have a little bit more design on them, but typically tank tops do not sell really quickly for me, and so sometimes I avoid them. In fact, I'm just going to put them all right over here and go through them all. The first set of items was the energy bra, and I had 3 of those sell really quickly, all sold within a few hours after listing them. Next 4 pieces were shorts. All of these sold within probably 2 or maybe 3 days after selling them or listing them. And these were the boogie short and the Wonder Under short. It was a combination, 2 of each, I think. And then I had a pair of Wonder Under black pants and Astro pants sell right away after listing them, as well as this one hoodie that was the Bliss Break hoodie. Those are all the items that sold quickly during the month of March. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you'd like to check out my Poshmark closet, I will link that down below as well. I add new items every day, well, almost every day, to my Poshmark closet. I'd like to know what your favorite item was from this list of items that sold quickly. Leave it down in the comments below. I want to know what the general consensus or maybe the general favorite item was that sold. I'd love to know that. So leave that down in the comments below, and if you would like to check out some of my other videos, I will link those also down below, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, friends! Sometimes I feel like I need to just look at my watch to see how fast something sells, but then I realize I don't own a watch, I own a phone, and that's the only way I know the time. That or my microwave.